I've been thinking a little more about the voices that we hear, and I've been thinking that there's more to this. Um, so I don't know. Would you go with me on this? Who's to say? Maybe a couple days. Um, Voices, there's a ton of them. We just talked about it the other day. We just talked about all the voices that I was experiencing during the course of the um, Super Bowl game. And I thought about it, and I'm pretty sure that those are the voices that are coming at me all the time, except, if you get up and walk away from the TV and you go to work, you know, there may be, who knows how many different voices coming at you that have an opinion about what you're going through, or that have an opinion about what they're going through, or they have an opinion about your work. Um, and so I was thinking about, the voices. And there are different scriptures, and I talked about this, that in the Bible, it tells us that God speaks to us. Um, so, uh, he has the words of life. Or, I mean, if you just look at some stories in the Bible, um, like God came and spoke to some people, and a bunch of them, and he told them specific things. Like, it wasn't just this grand speech meant for everyone in the world. Some of the stories that I'm thinking about, um, you know, Abraham, Moses for sure, uh, they were very personal conversations, very specific conversations, um, about those, about their lives. Um, so I'm convinced that God speaks. I'm convinced that he has something to say, and he wants us to make room to listen. So if you would go with me on this for a couple days, I don't know, let's pick it apart a little bit. I, I don't know. Um, what does his voice sound like? How do you know he's speaking to you? How can he speak to you when there's 75 other voices? I mean, do you think he'll compete for room? Um, or do you need to make room? Do you want to hear his voice? Or would you rather not? Um, I mean, for real, if we're being honest with each other, are there some times when you're like, I'd rather not? Anyhow, um, he speaks, and I think that's his word for you today, is that he does speak. He does have a voice, and even though it's one of the many, I think he would want us to make room so that we can hear his, because I don't think he's going to shout above the other voices. So go with me on this for a few days, and let's make it a great day.